Hey Colleton River, my name is Caitlin. I am your registered dietitian. I'm also a culinary nutritionist and trained chef, and we are back with another episode of Ask the Dietitian. And this week, I'm actually not answering a question. I am giving you a holiday gift guide for healthy eating. So we are in full swing of the holiday season, and I thought I would kind of show you some of my favorite kitchen gadgets for healthy cooking. And if you have someone that loves to cook or someone who is very worried or conscious about their health and likes to, become a little bit healthier, these are my favorites and I wanted to share them with you. Number one, super easy. You can find it in most places. It is an olive oil dispenser. Olive oil or any oil is about 120 calories per tablespoon, so it's important that we don't use too much. So I use a dispenser to help me from over pouring too much olive oil into what I am cooking. Next, this gadget you might have seen before, it is a spider strainer, and this is great for pastas, this is great for cooking potatoes. It's just great to get things pulled out of hot oil or hot water or whatever you're doing. I use it more than I thought I would when I purchased it. The next one is this is a great stocking stuffer. It's actually just a 1 ounce cookie scoop, but I use this for meatballs. I do use it for baking. And the great thing with this is it keeps whatever you're making uniform. So it will cook evenly, but if you are looking at your macronutrients, it will keep them all the same calories and fat and protein because it will be the same serving size. Next is a microplane. These became popular a few years back and I absolutely love mine. I use it for zests, I use it for cinnamon and nutmeg, I use it for so many different things. It just gives a very fine grate. It's also great for cheese as well. All right, this is a kitchen must-have. If you cook pancakes, if you cook anything by sauteing it, this thing right here is called a fish spatula. A fish spatula is usually a lot thinner than a just regular spatula. So it's great to turn things over, and you can also use it similar to a spider strainer too by pulling things out of hot liquid. So fish spatula is an absolute must. I use it all the time. Another one of my favorites is this thing right here. It is called a bench scraper. It's usually used by pastry chefs when making bread and pastries, but I use it for everything. So when I'm cutting my vegetables, I scoop up all my vegetables and put it into whatever I'm cooking rather than running my knife on my cutting board, which tends to dull your knife. So it's just a lot safer. I also clean off my countertops by scraping things with it. It is my go-to tool and probably my most used kitchen tool right after my knives. Next, this is this new thing that I actually found on Amazon, but it is a drying rack that actually goes on the edge of your sink. But I don't really use it often for drying. I use it more for produce. So when I'm washing my fruits and vegetables, I actually keep them on there so they can dry off, and I love it. There's different options for sizes. You roll it away. It takes no space in your drawers or cabinet, so I love that. My last but not least favorite thing is actually something you probably wouldn't give as a Christmas gift, but you already might have in your house. I line all my cutting boards when I'm using it. As you can see how dirty and loved this thing is. Underneath my cutting boards, this is a cabinet liner, or you line your drawers with it. What I do is I put this under my cutting boards and it prevents them from slipping. It also works really well under bowls if you're mixing. It helps the bowl not move everywhere if you don't have a hand on it. So maybe you can get a little bit of shelf liner that is non-slip and cut it up and put it in your stockings. But I just wanted to share some of these great holiday items for you. If you are looking for gifts to give, the gift of health is always great, and all of these things will help you cook a little bit healthier during the holiday season, but all year long as well. So I will be back next week with another episode of Ask the Dietitian. If you have any questions that you would like me to answer, please email me at lewis.lowcountrynutrition@gmail.com, and I would be happy to answer them for you. So Colleton River, I will see you next week, and thank you so much.